You addressed it earlier in the summer, but Rodrigo Bentancur has now been charged by the FA. Potential hefty ban. Can I just get your reaction to the charge, please?
Yeah, not I guess unexpected from our perspective. We kind of knew that it's something that the league would look at, and it's kind of we need to let the process sort of play out now. And Rodrigo's well aware of the ramifications of any outcome from the panel, but we'll just wait and see what they come out with.
They're considered Manchester City's main title challengers, but I know you're ultra ambitious as well, and there's a lot of between the clubs, who finishes above who. Do you think this current squad you've got now is capable of challenging Arsenal this season?
Well, not specifically Arsenal, but we want to be a club that can challenge everyone. So that's what we're trying to aim to become, and to do that, you've got to perform at a certain level on a consistent basis. You've got to have a squad strong enough to do that, to withstand the challenges that inevitably come during the course of a season. But we've started the season fairly solidly from a performance perspective. Obviously, the results haven't reflected that, but I think we're in a good place to really, push on from last year and improve in all areas of our game. And if we do that, I mean, we got close to challenging last year. There's no reason why we can't this year.
That's good.
Thanks, mate.
Alex.
Hi, Ange.
Hey.
After what you've experienced in this huge fixture so far in your time here, how would you try and sum up the rivalry in North London?
I guess everyone, every sort of derby involved is a bit different. Obviously, this one, you can tell that it's fairly intense between the two clubs. Obviously, geographically, sort of situated in the same part of town. They're trying to defend the same turf, and there's always a little bit of an edge. I thought both games last year were, very entertaining. Thought we played well at their place and really matched it with them, and could have even won on the day. Here, we're kind of at our place. We got blown away in the first half. Sort of tried to make game of it in the second half. So plenty of goals and exciting, and we know what it means to our supporters and what it means to the club. But like I said, for us, what's really important is we've got to go out there and perform. We've got to play our football, play well, because irrespective of the rivalry, they're a top side, so you need to do that.
Final one on Bentancur, if I may. Firstly, how are things in the dressing room between him and Heung-min Son? And secondly, how do you tell footballers that, in the real world you can't behave like this, and therefore your behaviour, your discipline within, while you're wearing the club badge or even while you're under the employment of the club, has to be absolutely top notch? Because we saw how upset and angry you were a couple of weeks ago with Ibn Bissouma.
In terms of Sonny and Rodri, I think they had their kind of discussion about the whole incident. I think both players understand and respect each other's position, and Rodri's already apologised for what he said, and Sonny has accepted that and accepted the fact that one of his teammates and a person he's close to has made a mistake. Beyond that, I mean, I don't know what you mean by the real world. We all live in the same world. Whether you're a footballer or you're anyone down the street, we all live in the same world, and we all kind of understand the ramifications of our actions, irrespective of who we represent. Ultimately, we represent ourselves as people, and you try and along the way, as human beings, we try and do the right thing all the time, but it doesn't always happen. We all make mistakes, and I've said before that, for me, it's not just about punishment. It's the opportunity to, for people to atone, to learn, because if we're talking about having a society that's kind of understanding and tolerant of everything, we also must show that to people who make mistakes, as Rodri has made this in this time. But we kind of know him very well, a lot better than most, because we spend every day with him and we understand the kind of person he is, and we understand that even though he's a great guy and a fantastic teammate, he's made a big error this time, and he's got to take the punishment, but also we need to make sure that we give him the opportunity to atone for it and learn from it, and hopefully others learn from it as well.
and it feels like a while ago now, but you had to select the Europa League squad, the 23-man squad. Jed Spence was left out. I mean, how difficult a decision was that, and how has he kind of taken that news?
Yeah, look, I'm disappointed Ali's not here because this was his baby. But yeah, look, it was always going to be a difficult decision, obviously, with the makeup of our squad currently and kind of the lack of sort of club-trained players. We're always going to have to leave somebody out. And, Jed was the unfortunate one. But at the same time, Jed's already played in the Premier League, and if you asked him at the start of the year where he sees himself, I think the fact that he's part of our squad and will obviously play a huge part in our year because he has already. I don't think he should take too much disappointment. Obviously, everyone wants to play, but in the end, it was about team balance for us, and we just feel that with the squad we've got, we've got some cover on the right side. We've got some players who can cover on the left side. So. I always tend to go for more attacking players in those kind of scenarios. And, so Jed misses out. But as I said, he's already played in a couple of games in the Premier League. There'll be plenty of football for him if he keeps going like he is.
Yeah.